Here, it's a big day for me. It's delivery day, 4 months in the making for a 2023 BMW X-Drive competition M3, and it's a special spec. It's not only has this been something I've been dreaming about for probably 25 years. If I think about some of the first cars that I ever lusted after, and M3 was always really high on my list. But this particular spec, I'll go over in a second. But it's special. It is British Racing Green, which is a BMW Individual color. And what I didn't know at the time is, and why I'm so grateful to Laurel BMW here in Westmont, outside of Chicago, is that they got the allocation. It's not any BMW dealership that you can walk into and say, I want to order an M car, period. But in addition to getting approved for an individual color was pretty special. So thank you to Laurel BMW here in Westmont. Thank you to Jason Anderson, the sales rep here, who is just, if you need something done, he's the guy to make it happen. And I also would be remiss in not thanking the guy behind the camera here, Tom Schaefer. So thank you so much for being here. Appreciate you. And my wife, who's freezing in the parking lot, but supportive nonetheless, and with her green purse to match the car. So wanted to go over the spec real quick, and I haven't seen it yet. So this point of this video is sort of is delivery day. It's my honest, sincere reaction to something that I've worked a long time, and to have it culminate in this, I think hopefully is everything that I've hyped it up to be. So the spec is this. It is a like I said, a 23 G80 M3 Competition X-Drive over a Tartufo full merino interior. And I did a couple packages. I did the parking assistance, the executive package, which has a heated steering wheel, power tailgate, heads-up display. I did the style 826M wheels, which to me are more of a throwback to the kind of snowflake rims of BMWs from the 80s and 90s. Let's see, shadow line headlights. I did at the last minute add the laser lights because I was told that you need laser lights, and I'm not, quite frankly, to be honest, I don't really know what they do, but hopefully they're worth $1,000. And what else? Drive recorder, and probably the most controversial option that I picked was I love a sunroof. We live in a climate where you don't get sun all year round, so to add a sunroof, and you have to delete the carbon fiber roof, which I think maybe saved 11 or 14 pounds. So it's not too much weight loss here, but I do get my sunroof. So anyways, that's about it for the spec. We're gonna go in and see Jason now and take a look at the car. So thank you so much. All right, so we're in the delivery bay. I wouldn't even let myself look at it until we were kind of set up with the video here, because I just wanted it to be an honest, truthful reaction to seeing my first M3. And all right, so let's take a look at it. Got the key. Oh my God. That's she's pretty. Oh my God. Oh, it has the anniversary logos. We weren't sure if that was going to come in like that. Oh my God. British Racing Green was the right choice.
Yes. It's been the envy of most people.
Oh my God. In the sun, look at that.
The funny thing is we had one in an Irish green about 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
This is way better.
What do you think, Hollis?
I think that my call for British Racing Green is
Oh. Thank you for making this happen, man.
Hey, you designed it. I helped facilitate.
You'd helped a lot, per my story that I just told you. Wow. Well, you know, when you see it on a computer screen, it's a rendering. It looks nothing like it does in person. This just pops, and it has curves.
She's sexy.
Yeah, I mean, coming, you know, again, like a 3 Series has been a 3 Series for forever, but and especially having, you know, a 911 for a little bit, and then going back to BMW, 911 is like the curviest car. And you think that this is just going to be a box, and it's not. Everyone puts spacers on these immediately, and it doesn't even necessarily really call for that. Like out of the gate, it's just, God. The grill looks great.
You like it?
I do. Thank you for making that happen.
Not a problem.
It actually made me like slightly emotional when I first saw it. Like it, like I held it together because I was, you know, I don't want to cry on film.
Well, I mean, you know, we could edit it.
And it takes me back to being at like the Chicago Auto Show as a kid, and you sit in these cars that you wonder if you'll ever be able to buy, and it smells just like that. And it does have a sunroof.
It does. No carbon fiber roof for this one.
Nope.
I think that's the right call too. You want to enjoy this car. You're not going to take it out and track
No.
and race it at
I
least.
honestly think I read the carbon fiber roof saves like 11 pounds or 14 pounds or something. It's not, and granted it's at a higher,
Yeah.
you know, someone could tell me I'm wrong, but I like a sunroof. Just do.
I do too.
And I was paying extra for the paint, so I might as well just get more of the paint I was paying for.
Exactly.
God. So it was 4 months from 11/22 when we placed the order until it arrived here. I think it was 3/25 maybe when it got here, if that was Thursday.
Yeah. Last Thursday was the 23rd.
23rd, which is, it felt like forever, but in comparison to what I've heard, that's not terrible.
I mean, in comparison to some of the ones that we sold last year, I mean, we had ones that were, I had an M4 that was 14 months last year.
That's
We had M3s
brutal.
that were 9+ months easily. So, you know, we timed this just right, actually.
Yeah. It must have been going into a run of British Racing Green.
Or similarly colored. I'm not sure exactly how it all works, but yeah, I think they do a couple of these at a time. So, yeah.
So
Popular enough color that we got it through.
yeah, I mean, you know, individual, but still.
Actually, Hassan, who got his Lamborghini given, I think ordered his 3 months before you. So, and he just got his like 2 weeks ago.
Wow.
The timing on this was exactly as you said, though. It was, you know, that it'll come up probably around this date, and then this is how long
Yeah.
it'll take. And you said end of March.
But that's
early
because
April.
I'm so good at my job.
That is so good. Actually,
Well,
so
it is a good
can I introduce you?
Absolutely.
So this is Jason Anderson here at Laurel BMW of Westmont, the man who got this car ordered, spec'd, put together, and just throughout the entire process. I don't know if I annoyed you. I tried not to, but you know, I mean, you said this at one point in time. You're like, no, I know you're excited, and I tried to be as chill as possible, which is not my strong suit. But I just hope you know I appreciate the communication and.
Thank you. No, I mean, and honestly, we don't get a chance to, you know, a lot of the cars we sell, 99% of the cars we sell, it's just a car for people. So it's kind of exciting to be a part of someone's, you know, event.
Yeah.
This is something special for you, so
Yeah.
it's kind of different for us too. So, and I'm happy to be a part of it, and I was happy to help you along. I mean, least I could do.
And yeah, no, that's well said. I think because where we live, and you know, the western suburbs of Chicago, a lot of people take delivery of a lot of cars fairly frequently, and we see it like in our cold brewed cars group, and so to me, this is a Lamborghini. You know, this is as special as anything that it could be because it's something that, you know, I've dreamed about for years. My first, I won't go into what the details of it were, but like my first AOL name on Instant Messenger or whatever had like, you know, Mean Beamer in the title because I wanted you know, an M car so bad, and the fact that this is like, you know, how it ended up you know, coming to fruition finally is amazing. And I think we talked about some of the like the specifics of why this spec was special. So, British Racing Green debuted in 1903 for a Grand Prix that took place in Ireland, and so every different country had to pick a color, and I think England ended up getting green, and so in honor of the location being in Ireland, they picked green, very lush green, setting, and so a German car in British Racing Green over Tartufo leather, which I looked this up. Tartufo is a kind of Italian gelato.
It is an Italian dessert. It's actually where you take a gelato and I believe coffee and you kind of put it together, kind of like an affogato.
Yeah. So British Racing Green in honor of an Irish Grand Prix over an Italian interior driven in North America by a Polak who is also I'm Polish, Irish, and German, kind of a mix. So this is it kind of all works. And 1903 is exactly 120 years ago. No, is that right?
Yeah, it's 120,
120 years. So there we go. Honor of 120 years of British Racing Green.
Well, it looks good.
Yeah. Can we start it?
Of course. This is your car, man.
I didn't know we're inside. I wanted
Go
to
ahead.
kill us all.
Tune it up. Rev it up. Adjust the exhaust so we can really hear it.
Starts right up. So the light is on. That means the exhaust is open.
Yep. Probably have to put it. You can switch the modes to put it in the M Sport mode, and it'll get a little deeper.
Does that work?
There you go.
Yep. That sounds good. Wow. I'm gonna want to drive this with gloves so I don't get the steering wheel all
We
oily.
used to have the Alcantara steering wheels once upon a time.
Yeah.
I have a guy that I was talking to. He was looking at vintage BMWs, and he's got one with the Alcantara steering wheel. He wears racing gloves,
So you don't
otherwise it's
get it all gummed up. It was so fascinating to watch the transport happen, and tracking the boat over the water.
Well, and you forgot the most important part of your cultural diversity there. It was on the Hawaiian. It was on the Hawaiian coastal, or was it the Grand Hawaiian?
The Orion Highway.
Yeah.
Orion Highway. Which I thought sank for a while because the program I was using to track the boat lost track of the boat, and it just stayed in one position for like 5 days. And I'm like, it sank. It 100% sank. But it's fascinating to watch. So how do you change so right now it says it's got 248 miles to empty. How do you change that to how many miles are on the car?
Well, actually, the easiest way is, there you go, 33.
It's kind of a lot, actually. So
You know what? I said that too. Apparently, with M cars, they take them on an extra, warm up after they,
Oh,
pull
really?
off the line. There's just an extra step that they need to do.
So I was
most
wondering,
cars come in with about 15 miles on it. So
I was wondering, in the course of, they have to drive these things onto that ship. It's not like it's picked up in a crate and put there. It's like
Correct.
a person drives it, from the factory to the parking lot to the ship, from the ship, So I knew there'd be a few miles on it.
well, and just like when we do our programming in these cars, when they get in, once they get programmed here, the technician has to drive it around to make sure that everything is functioning properly too. So
Right.
they do like a mile or two little lap in it. So and then when we go fill it up with gas, just you add those two things together. That's where you get your about 15 miles is normal, but with an M car they basically double it because they have to do some extra tests on it.
What is the break-in period?
I mean, you have to come in and do your M inspection at 1,200 miles. I mean, they say for your they say don't like redline it or above 5,000 RPMs for the first couple hundred miles. Most people don't test it. I mean, as long as you keep it under 5,000 RPMs, under 100, you're going to be fine. There's technically no break-in period, but I always say just go easy on it for the first couple hundred miles. Just let everything burn off the manifold and all that good stuff.
Sure, yeah. Well, it's beautiful. I could not be happier with how it looks in person. The carbon buckets are cool.
They're cool looking.
But this has a good amount of bolstering and support, and it's I'm not gonna impale myself trying to get in and out. So.
No.
Awesome, love it. Well, there's a lot to learn, I'm sure, but for now, I guess I have to pay for it. And,
The guys in finance usually like that.
yeah, right. They'll keep the door closed until.
Right.
Yeah. Cool, man. Well, thank you so much. Appreciate you, Tom. Thank you, Hollis.
You can keep, the thinking of me keeps going.
Oh yeah, I